The road to recovery and the road to peace that is being chalked out for Nepal. There have been midnight meetings that have been very crucial meetings that took place in order to focus on the road ahead as far as the next interim government is concerned. Several contenders in the race as far as the PM's position is concerned. There's been a single name that has been doing the rounds. We are talking about Karki, the former Chief Justice. But these key meetings that have taken place, and of course it is a Gen Z protesters that have, proposed these names, but there is a lot of deliberation that continues. This is in regard to making that constitutional way for the next interim government to take shape, for that next government to lead the way as far as after the uprootment. And of course this was after those protests that took place from Monday. It all started with the ban on media sites, social media sites, 26 of them, and that was just the tip of the iceberg. What really was the underlying current as far as these youth protesters are concerned was corruption, unemployment, and they had it with the ongoing government at the time, the current government at the time of Prime Minister Oli, who was made to step down. His, stepping down was caused after a lot of devastation and destruction that took place in Nepal. My colleague Sikta gets us details of this very crucial meeting that's taken place, and perhaps we will have an answer to that big question as to who will be the Prime Minister.
Right now, we can tell you through our sources that till late night there were marathon meetings. President, Army Chief and Chief Justice of Nepal were all together sitting with Sushila Karki to finalize the way ahead. Right now, we believe a consensus has been arrived, but formally and officially it will be declared sometime today, maybe in the evening. There are certain constitutional restraints which need to be looked into before any name is finalized, and before even Sushila Karki's name is finalized. According to the Constitution of Nepal, no former Chief Justice or judge can hold any political position. So, to counter that, if a consensus is arrived for Sushila Karki's name, President has to then apply the doctrine of necessity in the Constitution, which authorizes him to declare null and void that article which stops the jurist or the Chief Justice to hold a political position, and that's when her name can be finalized and the consensus can be arrived at that. But we also have to see the general consensus of the protesters, the Gen Z, who were not agreeing to the name of Karki. So we have to still wait and watch how this consensus will be built. Though we believe in these marathon meetings which went through late night, past midnight, and Sushila Karki's name was foremost, but no final decision yet, no official word on it yet. We really need to wait and see what we hear from the President's house.